Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of N Biker. Today I'm gonna take you to one of my favorite places to have breakfast in the morning. We're gonna go slightly out of town. It's still part of the Metro Bacolod, but it's in a different city. And just to give you a little bit of a perspective on where we are, we're starting from the north flyover again, but this time we're heading north. And you've just seen the Ceres bus terminal. Ceres is one of the biggest bus companies in the Philippines, and this is like home turf, so they went all out with that terminal over there. Anyways, we're heading north now, and just beyond that flyover it's officially Silay City, and this is where you will find shops, showrooms for Honda, and you got Ford on the left side. There's BMW up ahead, but mostly Silay City is about villages, plush villages like Ayala, Town and Country, and Executive. I think Camela Executive is also here. It's mainly a suburb of Bacolod, so to speak. As far as its role to Bacolod City, it's where most people stay and live, but they work in Bacolod City, have a business in Bacolod City. So there you have the district, North Point by Ayala Malls, but that's gonna change into a call center mostly in the next few months. That's what I heard, because they're opening up a big mall downtown. Right, so we're heading north, and we're going to one of my favorite places for breakfast, because it's a laid-back atmosphere. I mean, they got great coffee there, and great food as well. But mostly we go there in the morning in our house clothes straight, and because it's out of town, it's not such a big deal. Whereas if you go to the similar places in Bacolod City, then you'll probably, they shove you out the door, or probably you get some scolding looks. So we're heading to Silay City. The name of the place is Anco Cakes. They have one in Paseo de Rojas, but we're not going there, precisely for the same reason I said earlier. I just want to show you a place where a great place for bikers, because as you will find out later today, later in the video, that is, nice glass window where you can park your motorcycle and stare at it. That's what bikers do, but that doesn't mean they need to be on a cafe racer to do that. No. So okay, so this is the central business district of Silay City, and it's not very big. It's probably a 2-kilometer stretch where you can find most of the establishments here, all the stores, the banks, and schools. But it's a city, because as far as Philippine ways of calling a city is that you should have enough population, and you should have enough income to, you know, put yourself in that category. And as far as Silay City, from the villages alone, most of the big business owners, they live here, like in Ayala, Town and Country, the Camela Executive Village, I think. And there used to be a sugar mill here, and that can really boost up the income of a place. And population, well, we always have that. The Philippines is one of the most populated countries in the world, and pretty much you can tell from the establishments that are very close to each other, and the traffic that we got, and the amount of population that we have on business district. It's not a surprise. I mean, population, we got that one covered. So okay, so we're about to exit the Silay CBD. We get past this truck. I don't know how that guy got past the emission testing. Well, anyway, so we're off of the Silay CBD now, but I think it's still part of Silay. And as soon as you're out of the city, where you are in the Philippines, it's farmland. Especially here in Negros. and we use as much of the land as possible for sugarcane plantation. And the moment you're out, you'll see them. It's not like other provinces like Cebu, for example. You would see the highways lined with houses, but here it doesn't happen that often. Most of the time you see sugarcane plantations, and that's what our economy is based on. Recently though, we've learned to diversify a little bit. We're doing more of the call centers now, and I think we are one of the top destinations in the world as far as call centers are concerned. I mean, there are other places like Manila, for example, or places in India, and they're pretty good as far as the number of jobs for call centers. But I think they put us on top because of the amount of talents that are here and the number of seats that we've got. Maybe I could pull up the stats later in this video, or maybe I can show them here if I can find them. But anyways, we're here now in Silay City, and it's pretty close to Bacolod. There's about 15 kilometers from Bacolod City, and you can get here quickly. As you can see from this video, it's like it didn't really take that much time to be here, and quick enough to not be so hungry, and not so far enough so that, you know, you can come here almost every morning, which we always do anyway. A couple of times a week we eat breakfast here in our house clothes. So this is Silay City. It's still part of Metro Bacolod, different city though, and this is where the airport is, and I'll show you the airport probably in the next episodes. But for now, let's work on breakfast and coffee. And the place is coming up. This one was just introduced to us by my wife's co-worker, and we wouldn't know about this place until they told us. And it's so tucked away, you wouldn't even know that it's here. And even their signage is hidden behind those trees, so it's squeezed between China Bank and well, China Bank. So here, there's a small area where you could, well, we got the whole parking lot to ourselves, and see those windows over there. It's the same on the other side, and they covered it with blinds, but in most cases, if it's open, you can just, you know, have coffee on the tables and stare at your bike.
Ann Co is wife to Charlie Co, a well-known Bacolod painter, hence you can see his artwork all over the restaurant. What does Charlie Co have for breakfast? His name is on the menu, so take a good guess. Here's some food shots to get your appetites running. That's it for this episode of N Biker. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.